Almighty God, grant us the courage of Jesus Christ, your Son, to face the coronavirus pandemic with trust, strength, compassion, and resiliency. Give us the grace of the Holy Spirit to free us from fear and anxiety, so we may do actions of help and support and look forward to our healing with hope. We pray for the health workers, food liners, maintenance cleaners, logistics abler, government leaders, and volunteers who continuously come together to deliver our daily needs to survive. Guide us from this time of crisis. Preserve us in peace. Protect the weak and vulnerable and those who serve the society during this pandemic. This we ask and pray in Jesus' name, our Savior. Amen. Naghahatid saya sa mga Pinoy, mga kantang tatak Pinoy. Kahit nasan ka man, kami ay mapapakinggan. Streaming worldwide, the future of radio in Manila, California, and Hong Kong. This is V81 Radio.
Malayo ka man sa iyong pamilya, dito ay hindi ka nag-iisa. Tiyak ito'y iyong hahanap-hanapin, dahil ito ang nagpapasaya sa atin. Ito ang radio ko, V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Dahil mahal namin kayo, V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Para sa inyo ito, V81 Radio. Ito ang paborito ng bawat Pilipino. Basta all hits, all Pinoy, panalo. Merong kwentong iyakan at tawanan, kahit nasaan ka man ito'y mapapakinggan. V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Ito ang radio mo, ito ang radio ko. V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Dahil mahal namin kayo, V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Para sa inyo ito, V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Ito ang radio mo, ito ang radio ko. Dahil mahal namin kayo, V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Para sa inyo ito, V81 Radio.
The views and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the program anchors and producers and do not necessarily reflect the policies and position of this station. Here now is the program for the millennials that will showcase young professionals' worth, aspirations, and successes in doing what they believe is right, progressive, and inclusive. Join them as they discover the path to self and societal fulfillment while making a difference. Hosted by empowered and cool millennial Erica Mizon, together with her fellow millennials, they will be making a difference.
So, good afternoon, everyone. You are now tuned in to Making a Difference. This is a show created to inspire and motivate the youth of today. I am your host and online friend, Erica Mison. So, last week, I invited a youth organization to the show. They're called Heroes Without Capes. So, they're a youth organization not only focusing on the youth, but they also help out the PWDs and senior citizens. So we got to see a glimpse of the organization itself, the structure, how they work, what their projects are, and what their future projects are. If you haven't seen that episode, feel free to check it out. It's episode 2. It's on V81 Radio's Facebook page, and it's also on Making a Difference Facebook page. You can also check out Heroes Without Capes on Facebook. They have a Facebook page. Maybe you could message them if you want to volunteer or if you want to help out. Feel free to send them a message. So today, I'm actually excited for today's episode. I invited 4 young professionals. They actually don't know each other, but they have one thing in common, and that is they work for the Philippine government. So I'm not going to prolong this. I really want to introduce to you my guests for today. So our first guest is Jermaine Salvador. She is the SK chairwoman of Barangay Ayala Alabang, and she is also the vice president of the SK Federation of Muntinlupa City. And she is also one of my bestest friends. So, hello, Jermaine. How are you?
Hello. Hi, Erica. I'm good so far. Thank you so much for inviting me. And thank you, V81, for the invite and for considering me to be one of your guests.
Of course. Thank you also
Thank you,
for
Beshi.
accepting my
Of course.
invitation.
Buti na lang nasaktuhan na wala akong ginagawa now.
That's true. Since we're all in the under ECQ now,
Yes.
Jermaine, tell us something about yourself. I mean, I know you, but I'm sure the viewers would want to know, your background story, where you graduated. What?
Resume ba to? Okay. Sige. Okay. I high school, graduated in San Beda College, Alabang. And then for college, I took up international studies, major in European studies in De La Salle University, Manila. Animo
Yes.
Lasal.
Live Jesus in
And
our heart.
yeah, last year I graduated from my master's degree in
Mhm.
psychology, again in San Beda. Yes, true-blooded Bedan. And then what else? Yeah, I've been leading and serving people. Wow, people.
Yes.
Actually, even when I was younger,
Okay.
I didn't notice it pa before. Pero parang, ewan ko, I think it's already my passion. Because
Okay.
even when I was a little girl, ako na yung palaging nominate as class president or
Mhm.
yeah, actually to the point na um I was already like running for positions in the student council, ganyan. So, ano pa ba ang gustong malaman para sa resume na ito?
No, but that's really nice to hear. No, at such a
Yeah.
young age, you already had that passion. Actually, I wanted to
Yes.
ask you, but you sort of answered it already.
Ay, sorry.
No, but it's okay. But
Okay.
my question to you was, what made you decide to do what you're doing now? And is there
Okay.
something else? Yeah.
Actually, it's kind of a long story, but
Mhm.
if I were to sum it up, to be honest, this is an answered prayer, or it's more of like it's God's way of um, really leading me to the path that He wants me to be in. Because, to be honest, even if I started being a leader since I was a kid, I also came to a point wherein I told myself maybe the real political world is not for me.
Okay.
Kasi syempre, it's so different.
Right.
Being in the real political arena is so different
Mhm.
compared to being in student government.
Yeah.
Get
That's
what I
true.
mean? And
Mhm.
it's a tough choice. But then, I just really prayed about it. Like, when the opportunity came knocking on my door, actually it was there pa even when I was younger, but then I kept saying no. I was like, it knocked on my door again,
Mhm.
and then I was like, God, is this really what you want me to do?
Okay.
If ever, give me science. O, di ba, naniwala pa ako sa science. So,
Okay.
so yun. So, yeah, I got those signs and I was like, oh, sige, let me just trust and see. Kasi if, I know naman, if God puts me in this situation, He will help me get through it then. So,
Yeah,
I was
agree.
like, okay, let's do this. Ayan na, bahala na. And I'm
Right.
also glad that I have mentors talaga, like are headed by our barangay captain. Yung barangay
Mhm.
council talaga, they're really
Yes.
helping me. And also my team, my SK team. And
Yeah.
syempre kayo, like
Ah,
my youth organizations. Kasi
yun
kung
nga
hindi niyo
pala,
po
yes.
nalalaman, viewers, sa ating mga minamahal na viewers, si Erica din po ang head ng aming youth organization sa aming barangay. O, diba?
Yes.
Perfect.
True.
So yeah, so I'm really blessed that I have a really great support system, and at the
Yeah.
same time, I learn from them. I learn
Mhm.
from you guys, so it's a two-way street for me. So I'm really
Yeah.
glad.
Yeah, that's really true. Just a brief background. Yes, I handle the youth organizations here in our barangay. That's how I got to meet Jermaine. Actually,
Yes,
we work hand in hand. We are like a
we're
duo.
neighbors, but we never met.
That's true. We only met like what 2 years ago.
Yeah, I guess. Hello.
I think. Yeah, totally agree. Okay, there. Sorry, nawala. We do have great mentors here. The barangay really helps us out. So really agree with that. But thank you so much for sharing your background story, Jarmaine. I'll talk to you again later.
Maalaala mo kaya levels. Okay.
See you later, Jarm. All right.
See
So
ya.
next we have attorney Lyle Matba. Okay, medyo mahaba tong position niya, but he is the Chief Political Affairs Officer of the Congressman of the Lone District of Tawi-Tawi. See, medyo mahaba po, but we have Attorney Lyle Matba, another good friend of mine actually. So, hi Attorney, how are you?
Hi, good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
Course. Thank you also for accepting my invitation.
Mhm.
So, attorney, how did you become attorney? What's your background story? Would you mind sharing it to our viewers?
Oh yes, I mind. No, just kidding. How did I become a lawyer? I took up law at UP. My pre-law was UP. My high school was UP. Took the bar
Mhm.
last year. Actually, it's my 1 year anniversary tomorrow since passing the bar, and yeah, that's.
Congrats! Oh, nice.
Thank you.
That's nice. Congrats, ah. Congrats, attorney. Okay, so right now, as mentioned, you work for the congressman, right, of
Yes,
Tawi Tawi. Are
yes,
you actually from Tawi Tawi?
yeah. My roots are in Tawi-Tawi, or from
Okay, that's
Tawi.
yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much, attorney, for sharing your background story. We'll get to talk more about your work later.
Okay.
So our next guest, we have Chris Marie Balbido. She is the Labor and Employment Officer under the Philippine Overseas Employment Administration. Guys, you have long names. Nabubulol na ako. But anyways, hi Chris Marie, how are you?
Hello! I'm doing okay naman. Kakapagod pero I'm doing fine.
So, Chris Marie, ikaw naman, what is your background story?
Well, I'm Chris Marie. I'm 21. I graduated from Benilde with a degree in Consular and Diplomatic Affairs. So,
Mhm.
growing up talaga, I was really interested in political affairs, international
Okay.
relations. So, that's really what pushed me para i-take yung Consular and Diplomatic Affairs.
Okay. So is that really something you figured out since high school pa lang? Na okay, this is the track that I want to take.
Siguro mga the latter part of my high school years, yung mga bandang third year to fourth year where you really do need to decide what you want kasi,
Mhm.
ayun. Yeah, that's mga end of my high school years na talaga.
Okay, that's great. I only so again, background story for everyone. Chris Marie is my lower batch, 2 years younger.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm 115.
right, and I'm 113. So I found out naman about CDA when I was actually applying na for college, and it was my dad who found out about it, and he was like, "Okay, why don't you try?" And then from there, I became a CDA student as well. So thank you, Chris Marie, for joining the show. I'm really happy that you also accepted my invitation, and we are gonna have fun today. And okay, we have one more guest. Last but not the least, Anton Valde. He is, ang haba na naman ito. He is the team lead of the Regulatory Management and Training Division under the Anti-Red Tape Authority, which is under the Office of the President. So hello, Anton. Kamusta?
Hi, good afternoon. Thanks for having me. I'm so excited to be on your show.
I know, I'm excited to have you here as well. So, Anton, ikaw naman,
Yeah.
ano yung backstory mo?
Well, actually, Chris Marie and I are from the same school. I'm also from De La Salle College of St. Benilde. I majored in consular and diplomatic affairs as well, but I think I'm 1 year ahead of Chris Marie. I graduated 2018, and I took a government job about 3 months after graduation. This is actually my first job, so I've stayed ever since. And going into public service, yeah, I think my calling, for a lack of a better term, I think calling for public service started early as well. I was very involved in student politics and stuff like that. And also, growing up, my late grandfather was he was also a public servant. He served a term as mayor in a town here in Quezon Province. So just
Yeah.
watching him sort of be passionate about public service, I think that's where it started. And yeah, now I'm here. I think I'm more than going 2 years into my first job and into government service. So yeah, more years to come.
Yeah, I know. Exciting for you. You guys are Chris Marie and Anton. You guys are younger than us pa, so you have a long way to go. I've heard their stories already, but to our viewers, I'm telling you, their stories nakaka-inspire. Actually, even me, I'm already like entering my quarter life and still na-inspire ako with with everybody actually, with all my guests. So there you go. These are our four guests for today. You got like a brief background on what they do. See, they have something in common. They really have the heart to serve. Their passion is there. So you could really see that by just the way they talk. Before we move on to our second segment, we we're gonna go on break. But just to let you guys know, the next segment, we are going to interview them more about their job. What is their day to day like? So stick around. We'll be back after a few announcements.
We'll be back shortly, making a difference. Only here on V81 Radio, South Manila. May items ka na gustong ibenta? Or planning to buy something specific? Visit PinoyAds.ph, a free online classified ads na available to all. Post an ad para sa item that you want to sell. Or browse through the listing to find out what you're looking for. Connect with the community to explore, discover, buy and sell. Be the boss of every transaction sa PinoyAds.ph. After this pandemic, let's support the Filipino community. Buy local, visit local, go local. Kabayan, naho-homesick ka ba? I-download na ang aming mobile app at mag-enjoy sa mga kantang tatak Pinoy and feel like you're home. The V81 Radio mobile app, available in the App Store and Google Play Store. V81 Radio mobile app, free now, free forever. You've got space? Be a host at BK's. Let that room, condo unit, resort, hotel, or event space bring in profit for you. Have those rented out for a short-term vacation or long-term stay. Earn while offering your space to be someone's home away from home or an area to make new memories. Only at BK's. Log on to bks.ph. Now, after this pandemic, let's support the Filipino community. Buy local. Visit local. Go local. Tunog Pinoy, Tatak Pinoy, the future of radio. This is your all-hits, all-Pinoy internet radio station. This is V81 Radio Worldwide.
Ito ang paborito ng bawat Pilipino. Basta all hits, all Pinoy, panalo. Merong kwentong iyakan at tawanan. Kahit nasaan ka man, ito'y mapapakinggan. Ito ang radio ko. V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Dahil mahal namin kayo. V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Para sa inyo ito, V81 Radio.
Now back to Making a Difference, only here on V81 Radio, South Manila.
All right, now we're back. For those who are just tuning in, welcome to Making a Difference. Again, this is a show created to inspire and motivate the youth of today. Again, my name is Erica Mison, and welcome again to Making a Difference. I think I said again too much. But anyways, for today's episode, I invited 4 guests. Again, they work in different departments, different agencies, but they have one thing in common, and that is they work under the Philippine government. Really interesting, guys. Don't worry, again, you did not miss out. I just introduced them, but now for this segment, we are gonna get to know them better. We are going to ask them more about what they do, what their day-to-day basis looks like. And guys, comment lang kayo if you want to ask questions. We will try to answer them throughout the show. So let's start. Our first guest again, Jermaine Salvador. She is SK Chairwoman of Barangay Ayala, and she is also the Vice President of the SK Federation of Muntinlupa. So hello again, Jermaine.
Hi, Erica.
Okay.
I'm back.
Okay. So what is your job?
What do you
Maybe
mean?
you could share more insight on what an SK chairwoman does or what you do also as VP. I'm sure the viewers would want to know more about what you do.
Okay, so it goes both ways naman. Like, of course, as a chairperson, you have to come up with projects, events, activities that would help the youth of the barangay. And at the same time, since I'm also an officer for the federation, we also do that in the Fed. In our barangay naman, parang we also we don't want kasi to be tagged as, alam mo yun, parang SK puro sports yan. Ayaw namin ng ganun. So
Right.
we're also coming up with projects like would help them towards education, towards health, ganyan. Yung even mga trainings and all that. So what else? As a chairperson, I'm also an ex-officio member of the Sangguniang Barangay. So kasama ko rin yung mga council, yung barangay council in coming up with how can I say this, regulations
Oh,
for the community and all that, and in in solving issues as well.
yeah.
For the for the federation, apart
Mm.
from creating events and activities for the youth of the whole Muntinlupa city,
Mhm.
of course I also help our president, Konsehal Kenichi Takagi. I think he's also watching today.
Yes, he's watching
Um,
another
yeah,
friend.
he is. I think nag-shout out pa siya.
Oh,
Kaloka.
nakita ko actually.
Social
Kumiching.
student. Okay. I also help him with some of his meetings. Kasi syempre, isang tao lang naman si Kote. Hindi niya kayang attendan lahat yan. So,
True.
minsan ako yung uma-attend on his behalf. And if ever he needs my help and opinion and all that, ako
Okay.
rin yung nandun.
Okay.
Ayoko na
So
masyado pahabain kasi masyadong rigorous yung ginagawa eh.
that's actually really true. I mean, you guys are
Yeah.
the busiest. I mean, I could attest to that.
Yeah, you're witness to it na parang minsan parang in a week ata nakakailang meetings ako,
Right.
totoo,
Yeah.
swear. Minsan lang ako maging okay.
Right. So actually, being a resident naman in our barangay, not being biased, but I see the SK, the Sangguniang Kabataan, working more now. Actually, yeah. Being honest,
Wow!
being honest. Correct
Anong
me
gusto
if
mo?
Pasalubo. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but we did have previous officers, correct, in our
Yes,
barangay.
yes.
Yeah, we did.
Actually, my brother was part of the last council of the Sangguniang Kabataan before the long break. Kasi 'di ba parang there was a
Mhm.
hiatus or something because they were trying to fix the whole system. So
Right.
my brother was kagawad before, and then before that
Mm.
Sina Ate Princess, siya yung
Okay.
dating
Mm.
chairperson. She's also so good, and of course Ate Ves, talaga namang
Mm.
idol natin ting lahat. And ang dami pa. I think 90s pa lang ata eh. I forgot.
Right.
I swear.
Okay.
Pero what I know is marami. Yung
Okay.
iba
So
rin are serving the government now, higher
okay.
positions, I think. I'm not
Okay.
sure.
That's great. So when I'm
And
sure.
magagaling din sila, sorry. Magagaling din sila, swear. As in,
Okay.
Lodi.
Well, alam ko, kuya mo. Yes.
Wow!
Kuya, I mean, I met your brother.
Kuya, if
So,
you're watching.
for sure, yes, kilala ko si kuya. Hi,
Yeah.
kuya, if you're watching. Pati si tita na rin and si Ninang. Hello po. Nag-hi na
Wow,
po sa
shout
inyo.
out.
Okay. Okay, so going back, your kuya, you mentioned, was a kagawad. And I'm sure you've seen how he works.
Of
Did that,
course.
yeah, did that also help you? Did he also help you, during your campaign and all that? I'm
Actually, yes. In all honesty, that time of my brother was a surprise
Mhm.
because people know him as this quiet person, yung tipong
Okay.
medyo distant, ganyan. Kasi he's
Yeah.
really he may look soft spoken and all, but he's really a jolly person.
Yeah.
But we didn't expect him actually to run for office or for run
Okay.
for that
Actually.
for that position. Kasi
Mm.
hindi mo talaga ma-expect. So
Oo.
when he did, we were just like we were so awed about it. And
Mhm.
his working ethics or work ethics was just wow. Kasi even the barangay council that time,
Oo.
were even telling my mom or my ninang or any of my family members na parang, uy, okay yung kapatid ko, ganyan, ganyan. And until now, actually, whenever I would get to interact with some employees of the barangay, they would be like, kamusta na po si Kagawad John? Ganyan. Kasi they really saw how he is as a Kagawad. And
Mhm.
it inspired me because magkaiba nga kami ng work ethics, 'di ba? So parang
Yeah.
it's refreshing to have a different view on things.
Yes.
Alam mo yun, kasi parang he brings a new perspective. Like for example, if I would be facing some issues or concerns, and actually minsan nga takot pa ako. Hindi naman takot, pero parang shy pa ako mag-ask sa kanya ng advice. Pero
Mm.
he would just be there and be like, ito lang naman yung he would still let me decide at the end of the day. Pero parang he would make me see things in another point of view na parang, oh nga, bakit di ko naisip yun? So,
Yeah.
it really helped having someone who was before me and who's close to me, diba? Kasi my
Right.
brother and I were really close to each other. And he would also teach me na parang, oh, this is what you should do, this is what you should not do, this is what I think is best for you to do, but at the end of the day, it's your decision,
Yeah.
So it's really nice to have a role model like that. Wow,
Oh.
kuya, ang sweet mo, ha?
Oh, madaming pasalubong MC Kuya for you. For sure. Baka ako din may pasalubong na rin ako kay
Oo, baka
Kuya.
ikaw ay pasalubong na rin.
No,
Kuya, if you're
yeah.
watching, I miss you.
Hi, Kuya John. So, okay, we're speaking of your Kuya and giving you advice. What is one advice that your Kuya gave to you na you really bring with you up to this day? May sinabi ba siya that really struck you?
Should it be just within the SK or like life lesson na applicable naman sa SK?
Yun, ay parang mas feel ko yung life lesson na
Yes.
applicable din sa SK.
I think it's more of 99.9% ng problema mo nasa utak mo lang.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yes. It's more of that kasi syempre if you're faced with a lot of things in front of you, and sometimes your mind is just so stressed out and it's so clouded already na parang hindi mo alam which issue or which concern should I prioritize, because feeling mo lahat priority syempre, di ba? Kasi parang you don't want anything or anyone to get left behind, but then
Yes.
at the end of the day my brother will just be okay, alin ba dito talaga yung problema? Alin ba dito yung hindi?
Mm-mm.
And I think it's more of like, lahat naman yan masusolusyonan mo. Just know what your priorities are. Like, just know which one has to have more than the other. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people will still help you. Parang ganun.
Okay. Alam mo, I like that advice of Kuya John eh. Magaling din si Kuya John. Yes. Mention ko na talaga si Kuya.
Oo. Sobrang sikat na ni Kuya John.
Correct. I know. Okay. So, with that, what's it like being in the political sector at such a young age? I mean, again, you mentioned a while ago that you are surrounded by your mentors, and of course, your mentors are older than you. So, what may konting pressure ba on your end?
In all honesty, yes. I wouldn't even lie about that because of course, like being at this age, iba pa yung nasa isip natin na gagawin. Others are still finding their niches in life. Like me, I'm also finding my niche in life. But then like, if you, like being in the political arena, or in the political sector at this age,
Yeah.
it's extremely challenging. I'm telling you. Because
I agree.
yung akala mong napapanood mo lang sa TV, it can happen. I'm not saying in our barangay kasi lodi ko talaga yung mga leaders natin dyan.
What do you mean what you see in the TV?
You know, parang hindi naman like I'm not saying everything, pero like alam mo yun, parang how things work kahit sa movies man yan. Alam mo yun, parang some of it can be a reality rin pala. Alam mo yun, I won't go into details na rin. Pero let's just put it at that. Pero alam mo yun, at the same time, whenever, for example, like whenever we would have our council meetings mismo sa barangay, like with the older barangay council, I would really admire how Cap would lead. Kasi syempre, I would look at how Cap would do some decisions,
Okay.
to really, alam mo yun, parang minsan talaga ganun na lang ako na parang, ang galing naman ni Kap, bakit ganun? Sana ako rin ganyan. Yung ganun, kasi ang
Yeah.
and at the same time, um, yung mga kagawad din,
Mm-mm.
they would suggest solutions na parang, wow, oo nga, no, pwede pala yun. Yung, alam mo yun, parang
Yeah.
at this age, na-expose ka na sa mga ganong scene. Like,
Okay.
real life situation na
Right.
issues. Yung tipong, actually, pwede ka pang, alam mo yun, konting pagkakamali mo lang, pwede kang makulong.
Mm-mm.
Alam mo yun? So, it's really, really, really challenging and risky. But at the
Yeah.
same time, it's so inspiring.
Yeah. I'm
Because
sure.
inspiring because you can adapt or somehow um, adapt and adopt how these people lead and serve, and at the same time, it can be your parang inspiration to do better
Mm-mm.
and to do
True.
something different naman that would fit, in my case, the youth. Alam mo yun,
Yeah.
am I making sense? I hope I'm making
Yes,
sense.
you are. You are. You are. Don't
Parang
worry.
wala
Don't
ako ng chika dito, wala pala akong sense.
worry. You're fine.
Pressure naman ako doon.
No, but no, that's really true. I think I'd say the same thing. No, it,
Diba?
yeah.
Kasi,
It's really,
kasi parang when you're faced with real life issues and things that would really put you on the spot sometimes, at
mm-hmm.
the same time, when you're faced with something na parang, wow, oh my gosh, paano ko to susolusyonan,
Right.
knowing na maraming at
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
doon ka talaga matcha-challenge, and at the same time, matcha-challenge din yung principles mo as a person,
Mm-hmm.
but then,
Yeah.
nasa sa'yo yun eh. Like,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you make your own decisions, and
Right.
you should be accountable and responsible with any decision that you will take. Because
Yeah.
that's what a leader should be.
Right. Agree. Yes. So, leader namin po yan sa barangay.
I
Okay.
think just you have to be honest then with yourself and with other people.
Okay. Yeah. That's really true. Oh.
Para ako nangangampanya dito, oh my God.
Oo nga, no? But, no, but, your words, very inspiring talaga.
Wow.
When I first met Jermaine, I was actually, what was the term that I used? I know I told you this. I was pressured because I already looked up to you from there.
Wow.
Yeah. So, just see
May
Jermaine.
natouch ako. Sorry naman.
Yeah. But thank you talaga, Jermaine, for sharing your insights. I'm sure the viewers are also as inspired as I am right
Wow.
now. Oh
Thank
yes.
you. I mean, of course, I still want to say a lot, pero I would just
Yeah.
leave it at that because I think I've already, in a way, summarized it. But
Yeah.
if there will be more questions in the next minutes, like siguro after the others, I can
Mm.
answer if they need some, and if they need advice. Well,
Oh yeah, guys. Again, you can comment. I can see your comments, so I'm just waiting na lang kung may magtanong. But feel free to ask these guys any questions, or you can ask me na rin. Sige, okay na. But thank you so much, Jermaine. Really
no problem.
inspiring story. I'll talk to you again later.
Talk to you later. Bye.
All right. So next we have our one and only attorney, Lyle Matba. Again, he is the Chief Political Affairs Officer of the Congressman of the Lone District of Tawi-Tawi. Ang haba po talaga ng mga positions nila. Nakakabulol. But, hi attorney, how are you today?
Noe, Lyle na lang. Erica pala screen name nito.
Lyle, okay, Lyle. Actually, guys, medyo kuya ko siya. So, kinukuya ko siya. But sabi niya, today, Lyle lang. Okay. So, hi, Lyle. So, I hope you're doing okay amidst the COVID, amidst the lockdown. I think you look okay as well.
Thank
So,
you. You look also.
thank you so much. So, okay, what's your job? What's your job like? What is it like being the Chief Political Affairs Officer. What is your day-to-day basis?
Chief Political Affairs Officer is this fancy term we have for Chief of Staff.
Okay, got it.
Chief of Staff for the Office of the Congressman of the Lone District of Tawi-Tawi. What do I do? I don't know. Actually, uh, the honest thing is, if you work for government, you don't know what. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Anyway, what do I do? I make sure everything's running smoothly.
Okay.
I make sure things happen. I handle the administrative stuff. I make sure the vision, no, of my principal is properly executed. I prepare everything for what he needs for his meetings, for his engagements and stuff like that.
Okay. Mm-mm. Okay. So, as you mentioned, you help also prepare for his meetings.
Yeah,
Curious question. Do you also, are you parang allowed to attend the hearings of the congressmen as chief
yeah,
of
but
mm-mm.
not on their behalf.
Yeah, of
Parang
course.
notes lang. Parang I'm gonna sit in and then just take
Mm-mm.
notes and
Right.
just report to my principal what happened.
Okay. Okay. So what's it like being part of the political sector, mainly there being part of working for the House of Representatives at such a young age? Do you feel also the pressure? Is it challenging and risky, as like what Jermaine said?
My difference kasi with Jermaine,
Mm-mm.
Jermaine
Yes, Jermaine.
is we're on the technical side of things,
Okay.
on the open.
Okay.
So that notwithstanding, there's still some pressure. Yes, just like what
Mm-mm.
Jermaine said, I'm not gonna lie about it. There's some pressure to deliver. But if I may add to what she said, at one point you just stop caring about the pressure of like, yeah, whatever. Because at the end of the day, it's still about results. It's still about delivering what you need to do, what you need to
Mm-mm.
give to your constituents.
Mm-mm.
How has it been? I'd just like to share that, um, as you pointed out, youth pa rin naman ako.
Yes. How
Uh,
young are you? How young are you ba?
I'm 28, turning
See?
29.
There you go. For the viewers' information, youth. It's true. You are part of the youth if you are in between 15 years old and 30 years old. So don't worry, Lyle. Youth ka pa. You look
Uh,
young also, so it's okay.
That's just the lighting. Bago paligo ako, di ba? Yan. Kunyari,
Oh.
like,
Yeah. Okay. All
anyway,
right. So
as,
I'm going.
as a youngster, kasi ang tingin pa rin sa'yo, for example, me, I may have this title, I may have this rank, no, by virtue of my position, but uh, we have to constantly remind ourselves that we're still younger, we're still new, there's still a lot to learn. Uh, Very important na hindi masyadong lumaki yung ulo natin na, oh, chief of staff tayo, ganito yung title natin, oh, ito yung achievements natin. It's very
Uh-huh.
important that we keep humble, we stay humble, we keep an open mind.
Mm-mm.
There's a reason why these people got so far, got so nakastay na sila ng ganun katagal sa position nila. So it's best to listen and to
Yes.
take notes.
Mm-mm. Mhm. So I'm sure as chief of staff, you also meet different people every day. Am I
Yeah,
correct?
a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm sure you get to talk to older people and people your age and
Yes, yes.
yeah. So what's it like? I mean, I'm sure there's a difference in perspectives and views. So
Yeah.
as
Oh,
chief of staff, how do you take that in?
with, of course, with fellow millennials or fellow youngsters, it's easy. I mean, we speak the same language,
Yeah.
but the challenge is to navigate
Mm-mm.
your communication styles with
Mm-hmm.
people older than you.
Yeah.
And I also noticed that, let's say there's the 30 to 40 age bracket, and then there's the 40 to
Mm-mm.
50. They have different idiosyncrasies.
Yeah.
Uh, what I quickly picked up also,
Mm-mm.
few weeks, few days with this job is
Mm-mm.
um, with the line of work that I'm in, it's more important. Although I said that we're on the technical side with
Mm-mm.
respect to our principles, but how we deal with other people will
Mm-mm.
require less of the technical know-how and more of
Okay.
you,
Right.
more on how we get to connect. Because it's
Mm-mm.
not enough that you have a good idea.
Yeah.
You have to make sure also that your idea is properly communicated. Dapat
Mm-mm.
naiintindihan, dapat nare-receive ng kausap mo. And
Yes.
much of it is about tone, much about this, I don't know, humor, what have you. So that's the difference. Pagka-age lang natin, okay lang. Same wavelength naman eh. Pero pag matanda, hahabulin mo yung, or mag-a-adjust ka, no? Sa kung paano makihalubilo
Mm.
sa
All right.
um
Um, yeah,
okay.
medyo nawala. But I heard you. I heard you. You're right there, Lyle. Yeah, it's weird not calling you Kuya, but I have to agree with that, Lyle.
Okay.
You have to really also know how to really properly communicate the message well.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. Right. So there. Very interesting to work then under a congressman. I'm sure I'm again you have to talk to a lot of people and all that. But
Yeah.
I actually have a question. You
Oh, okay.
mentioned a while ago that you are also on the technical side.
Okay.
Maybe
Yeah.
you can expound a little more on the technical side. What do you do?
Technical side?
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm.
Um, teka lang, let me screen things out in my head. Um, ha, okay, look, much of the technical side is also privileged. So, ano ba
Okay.
sabihin? Uh, halimbawa, yung projects
Mm-mm.
na pwedeng ma-implement dun sa district.
Okay.
Uh, although ultimately it will be the executive branch, executive arm of the
Mm-mm.
government that
Mm-mm.
implements it.
Yes.
The project identification, the
Mm-mm.
itemization, no,
Right.
happens in Congress.
Okay.
So the technical side there, the technical challenge there is to not really challenge, but more on the technical side of matters is to
Mm-mm.
okay, you like for instance, last when was that? I think last March.
Okay.
Yeah, wow, March, several
Right.
lifetimes ago. This is last March. We had a consultative. We called it a congressional summit. We had a consultative meeting with the mayors of Tawi-Tawi, the heads
Okay.
of the LGUs in Tawi-Tawi. So
Okay.
the technical component there is to listen to them. Okay, what do you need? What do you want? What kinds of
Mm-mm.
projects do you need? What infrastructure projects do you need? What
Mm-mm.
social
Mm-mm.
projects do you need there? Because whatever you need, let's say you have a wish list of 10 items.
Mm-mm.
Let me see which of these items we could successfully uh, be included in the national budget.
Mm-mm.
Basically, translating what they want into
Uh-uh.
a policy document that can be
Okay. Okay. So that's what you meant talaga. So it's really technical.
plus
Sobrang technical.
there's also your standard legislative work, like for
Uh-uh.
instance, other congressmen would ask for co-authorship for
Right?
certain bills to fight for
Uh-uh.
filing bills. So
Mm-mm.
then
Mm-mm.
I'd
Right.
review it and then I'd see
Mm-mm.
if it's consistent with the legislative thrusts of my principal, and then either recommend that hey, we could go with this or not. Ganun din. If when my principal also have legislative initiatives, kasi he might have ideas that are up in the air,
Yes.
and it's my job to translate it into what legalese, so to speak.
Okay. Yes.
So that's
Uh,
basically my role also with respect uh,
okay.
to my principal.
Okay. Got it. Yeah. Very technical nga naman, no?
And
I'm,
okay lang.
yeah. Before I totally forgot. I'm
Oh,
sure some of the viewers right now are wondering where Tawi Tawi is. So
okay.
maybe you could just give a brief history or like background on where Tawi Tawi is.
Where is Tawi-Tawi? We're the southernmost province
Mm-mm.
of the Philippines.
Yeah.
We're close. Actually, we're closer to Malaysia or Indonesia than we are to the next Philippine province, which is Sulu.
Mm-hmm.
You could stand on the sands on the beach, and then you could see Malaysia.
Yeah.
What else is there? Yeah, please visit us. Well,
Yes.
after all this
Yeah.
ECQ is behind us, please visit
Mm-mm.
us. Please promote. Please support our province's tourism.
Yes. Actually, yeah. I've been there personally, and
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
yeah, we were together. We were together. So it was fun. We went during the province day, right? That
Yes,
was
yes.
2 years ago.
September 27. No, it's
Yeah.
not 3 years na. Ah,
What, 2 years ago? 3 years ago.
not 3 years na din.
Yeah, 3 years ago. There, yeah. So we went together to Tawi Tawi, and that was my first time there. Food, great.
Yeah.
People, very nice. Tawi Tawi is consisted of islands actually.
Yes,
So
I
you're
think we're 105 or so.
there we
Uh,
go.
I'll check on that. I'll check on that. But we're an archipelagic province,
Yes.
home to the Sama tribe and the
Uh-huh.
Tausug tribe also.
There we go.
We have 99% Muslim in our
Mm-mm.
province.
Yes.
Ramadan Kareem.
Yes.
Uh, yeah.
Yeah. So again, beautiful. Like you are going to live the beach life in Tawi Tawi.
Yeah,
Amazing.
Islander life. Islander
Yeah.
life.
As
Yeah.
in, like swim there, you just swim every day and like
Seafood
enjoy.
is fantastic. Seafood is fantastic in Tawi-Tawi.
There
Please
I
visit
know.
us,
Yeah.
please.
We should, yes, you definitely should go to Tawi Tawi. Tawi Tawi is the place to be in right now. It hasn't been super discovered yet, but people are starting to find out more about Tawi Tawi.
Yeah.
So there you go. Anyways, thank you so much, Lyle, for giving us insight on what you do naman for Congress and also sharing more on Tawi Tawi. So before we go on break, again, you guys, the viewers, you saw different perspectives actually. You have someone who works in as the SK chairwoman under the barangay. Then you also have someone who works under the House of Representatives. So you saw iba talaga yung lifestyle nila. Iba, they do different things, but you can still see that their heart is still there. Their passion to serve is still there. So we're gonna go on break. After we go on break, I'm going to interview our two guests. Don't leave just yet because these two also they have amazing stories. So we'll be right back.
We'll be back shortly, making a difference. Only here on V81 Radio, South Manila. Para enjoy ang pakikinig sa V81 Radio kahit saan. We are now on your Amazon Echo devices. Just say, Alexa, play V81 Radio at i-enjoy ang inyong mga paboritong Pinoy music 24/7. Sabihin lang, Alexa, play V81 Radio. You've got space? Be a host at BK's. Let that room, condo unit, resort, hotel, or event space bring in profit for you. Have those rented out for a short-term vacation or long-term stay. Earn while offering your space to be someone's home away from home or an area to make new memories. Only at BK's. Log on to bks.ph now. After this pandemic, let's support the Filipino community. Buy local. Visit local. Go local. Kabayan, nahuhomesick ka ba? I-download na ang aming mobile app at mag-enjoy sa mga kantang tatak Pinoy and feel like you're home. The V81 Radio mobile app, available in the App Store and Google Play Store. V81 Radio mobile app, free now, free forever. Naghahatid saya sa mga Pinoy, mga kantang tatak Pinoy. Kahit nasan ka man, kami ay mapapakinggan. Streaming worldwide. The future of radio in Manila, California, and Hong Kong. This is V81 Radio.
Malayo ka man sa iyong pamilya, dito ay hindi ka nag-iisa. Tiyak ito'y iyong hahanap-hanapin, dahil ito ang nagpapasaya sa atin.
Now back to Making a Difference, only here on V81 Radio, South Manila.
All right, now we're back. Again, for those who are watching, you are now watching Making a Difference under V81 Radio. So before the break, I actually interviewed two young professionals. We have Jarmaine Salvador. She is the barangay chairwoman of SK chairwoman of Barangay Ayala Alabang, and she's also the vice president of the SK Federation of Muntinlupa. Then I also interviewed si Attorney Lyle Matba. He is the chief of staff. The longer name naman is Chief Political Affairs Officer under the Congressman of the Lone District of Tawi-Tawi. So now we're back and we have two more guests actually to interview. I'd like to call on Chris Marie Balbido. Again, she is a Labor and Employment Officer under the Philippine Overseas Employment Administration. Hi, Chris Marie.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good
Nice to see
afternoon.
you.
Nice to see you also. So, what's your job like as a labor and employment officer? Maybe you could tell us more about what you do.
So basically, our agency, POEA, we handle all concerns of documentation of OFW. So if they want to leave, if they want to work abroad,
Okay.
usually sa amin talaga sila pupunta to get properly documented. So on my end naman, I got assigned sa airport, sa NAIA. And what we
Okay.
do there, what we do there naman is we validate if the documents they presented is really legit and real. As in, we need to check if okay ba yung documents nila, meron bang mali, is there something wrong with it? And
Mm-mm.
if meron man, ano yung magagawa namin to help them para maging documented sila or maayos yung documents na hawak nila. So yun yung usually yung ginagawa namin sa airport until now, yeah.
Until now. So
Yes.
you go to the airport every day, tama ba? You report there?
We right now during the ECQ kasi sobrang limited ng workforce namin. So
Right.
Usually kasi dapat mga every terminal meron kaming 2 or 3 tao to handle the people, yung mga OFWs. Pero right now, since only one terminal is operational, Terminal 1, so 2 lang kami every shift. So yung shift namin right now, it's 24 hours. Kasi,
24
yes.
hours.
Pero
Okay.
ano naman siya, once a week. Once a week lang naman.
week.
Yes, once a
Okay.
week. Yeah. Kasi sobrang pilay nung ano namin, skeletal workforce namin since walang masyadong maraming naharangan checkpoints, ganun. So, kung sino yung pinakamalapit sa airport, yun usually yung mga pumapasok.
Okay, I see. Is this curious question lang. Is this your first job after graduation?
No.
Okay, so what's your job before POEA?
Before POEA, I was a researcher for the Philippine Army. So,
Oh,
sobrang short stint lang yon sa Philippine Army. Pero
Okay.
it was a learning experience kasi very different culture.
Yeah.
Para kasi sobrang strict nila. If they need this document, if they need this paper, kailangan you deliver agad-agad. Kasi meron silang mga operations, mga mga tactical operations, and you have to be updated always.
Right. Yeah. Wow, I'm amazed. You know, that's okay. How old are you?
I'm 21.
21. Na-stress ako sa 21. You know, when I was 21, kaka-graduate ko lang ng college, and I think I was still trying to figure out what I wanna do. Ikaw, first job mo sa army as a researcher. Galing. Can I just say hands down to you, girl? Amazing at 21. Ay, sorry, na-speechless ako for a while. Medyo na-distract ako doon. But as you mentioned, no, you could see the difference with working for the army and working for POEA. So, at 21, what's it like working? I mean, you've already worked for medyo mga high ups. So, is there any pressure on your end?
Sobrang pressure kasi you're the youngest. So, kailangan, meron silang expectation sa'yo na kailangan on the spot, parang alam mo na. Parang, well, tinutulungan ka naman nila. Pero dapat, on your end, kailangan matuto ka din on your own. Kasi hindi ka dapat mag-rely sa kung ano na lang yung sinasabi sa'yo. Dapat may initiative ka din to learn and para rin yung field na gusto mo, you will excel in it. So, ganon.
Yes.
So, pressure talaga, pero okay naman kasi yung mga workmates ko, they really helped me. As in, if may hindi ako alam, babackupan nila ako, oh, ganito yan. So, ganon. Hello, mga workmates ko, nanood sila, hello.
Hi, workmates. Workmates
Hello.
Okay. Grabe, 21. Sorry, I'm just still so amazed. You know, I'm sure, I don't know if they're watching, but baka yung mga sina Sir Gary. By the way, Sir Gary is the CDA Dean. Tama, Dean na siya ngayon.
Dean, yes.
Gary na pala. So, I'm sure if he's watching, mapaproud na naman yan kasi CBA student at such a young age you've already experienced all of this and you have a long way to go.
Yes, sobra.
I can see it, you are going to move mountains. Wow, move mountains.
Oo naman.
So thank you so much, Chris Marie. I am just hearing your story at 21. You've done all of this. So to our viewers out there, don't worry. As long as you work for it, you will get places.
And
Galing, galing.
also, well, ano na lang, siguro, do it at your own pace.
Yes.
If you're seeing us na ganito yung ginagawa namin, it may not be the reality for you, pero kung ano yung gusto mong gawin, do it at your own pace. Huwag kang magmadali kasi it will come naturally sa'yo.
That's true. Agree with that. Thank you for sharing that, Chris Marie. Really appreciate it. So there you have Chris Marie working for POEA, and we have our last guest for today. His name is Anton Valde. He is the team lead under the Regulatory Management and Training Division, which is under the Anti-Red Tape Authority, under the Office of the President.
Yeah.
Mouthful.
Yeah,
Hello,
that's a mouthful.
Anton.
Hi, hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. So, Anton, share
Mhm.
naman your story.
Mhm.
What do you do as a team leader?
Well, yeah, I'm a team leader now, so I do have a small team. I'm managing a small team right now. I think there's three of us, and so what we do in our department, I'm under the Better Regulations Office. So what we do is we conduct a lot of research. We sort of monitor national and international trends in policymaking because
Okay.
our job in the Better Regulations Office is we're going to set up what we call as a regulatory management system.
Okay.
So that's a set of policies, tools, and institutions to ensure that we have quality regulations in the Philippine regulatory environment. And
Okay.
what's nice is that hasn't been done before in the Philippines. So we really are in the front lines of
Yeah.
setting up that system. So we're working at a very national scope and we're taking things, one step at a time because it's quite a big task, especially for such a young team and a young organization in itself. But specifically in my division, the Regulatory Management and Training Division, we use that research and we actually train other government agencies. We train them in what we call as regulatory impact assessment. So it's a tool being used in mostly developed countries like Australia, South Korea,
Okay.
and the UK. Yeah,
Okay.
so it's not necessarily the first time it's been introduced here, but this is the first time that government is now required to actually conduct regulatory impact assessment. So
Okay.
yeah, so that's just a regulatory impact assessment, or what we call RIA, is a tool just to make sure that all of our policies are based on facts, based on empirical data, rather than just it being based on gut feeling and faith, what we call it. So we're not just teaching agencies how to use this tool, but we're also teaching them how to think. We are reshaping the way we make policies in the Philippines so that when we present these policies to our decision makers like secretaries or head of agencies, we can present to them that these are the numbers. My recommendation is based on facts, and when they make a decision, it's very transparent and it's very accountable. So there's a lot of work ahead of us.
Yeah. That's a lot. I mean, sorry, how many are you working for the anti-red tape authority right
The
now?
anti-red tape authority is very young. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think they're just about 90 of us right now. But
Nine.
we have recently opened up positions, so that number's gonna grow soon. Yeah.
Okay.
So there's
But that's still a big number for a young
yeah.
department, if you could
hmm
say. Okay, so what else? What is your day-to-day basis like?
Well, it really depends. So we have sort of seasons. Like
Mm-hmm.
supposedly, if there was no ECQ right now,
Okay.
my team and I would be going out and about. We would be teaching other government agencies on the tool that I just said. So we take about like 6 months for that to complete. So we just go around other government agencies and we teach people we teach other government agencies. Mostly they're like twice our age, like maybe in their 30s or their 40s. But
Okay.
it's an exciting job because we get to meet people.
Mm-mm. Yeah. Okay. So you're the one who trains these agencies, right? And you
Yeah.
mentioned that the people that you train are around 30 to 40 years old. Sorry, Anton, how
Hmm.
old are you?
I'm 22 right now, so I'm just like 1 year ahead of Chris Marie.
Right. Okay. So, being 22 years old and you're the
Hmm.
one teaching, what does it feel like, teaching older people?
Well, um, it's a weird feeling because when I enter into a room, when my team and I enter into a room, and we're gonna give like out lectures or briefings, there's this sense that some people are sort of sizing you up.
Yeah.
Like, are we
So,
really sure he's gonna give the briefing or the lecture? Um, but we also get positive reactions from these people because we get that they're so amazed that someone half their age can coexist in a professional space
mhm.
with them. So but yeah, it does get weird sometimes because I'm like 22 and I'm like I look very young, and
Mhm.
it does kind of have that atmosphere. But when the lectures or the sort of our classes start, it's really, we sort of acknowledge that yes, we are both professionals in our own field and we can learn something from one another here.
Right. That's
Yeah.
true. That's so nice, no? Hearing someone as young as you teaching older people. And so,
Yeah.
since you educate these
Mm-hmm.
people working in the different um, departments, what
Mm-hmm.
is one trick that you
Mm-hmm.
learned in order to get their attention? So I'm sure
Yeah.
when, let's say, we teach people our age, we do certain things, but now you're teaching
Mm-hmm.
older people. What is one trick that you do to get their attention?
Surprisingly, these older, much more mature people, if I
Mhm.
if
Yeah.
I could term it better, they respond well to games.
Games.
Because yeah, they respond
Okay.
well to games because in one class we have like about 30 or 35 people, and
Mm-mm.
then we pit them against each other, sort of telling them that there's a prize at the end of this lecture, so it
Okay.
really gets competitive. And
Okay.
we also do tests, right? So we do a
Mm.
pre-test and then we do a post-test, and then we inform them that whoever gets the highest score gets a prize.
Mhm.
And we really see that when we incorporate games or interactive methods into teaching our lectures, we do see that they can retain the information. And at the end of the course, we do see an increase of scores.
Yeah.
So surprisingly, yeah, older people do like to play games.
Wow. Surprising that I guess they just, I think this is their time to sort
Hmm.
of relax a bit. So maybe that's
Yeah.
why when they find out, okay, it's kind of like a competition and all that, they're more energetic. But that's really surprising to know. For our viewers, whoever maybe does something similar to what Anton does. You teach other people, try giving them games. Try making them competitive. I think that would really work out. But thanks for the insight, no, Anton. This
Hmm.
is your first job, am I correct? After graduation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is actually my first job, and it's surprising because I started sort of leading the division that I am in about November 2018. So I was about, I think, 21 at that time. So we were really thrust into this environment where we had to really learn quickly. And so far, it's working out for us. And yeah, I really have a great team with me. They're also young, actually. They're about my age, maybe just a few months or years older than me. But
Mm-hmm.
it's so nice working with other young people because all of us
Yeah,
are so dynamic and just really
right.
enthusiastic.
That's true. I guess that's why right now a lot of companies and industries,
Mhm.
they look for the younger people because we have that drive and
Yeah,
we just have so much energy to give. So
yeah.
thanks
And
for sharing
yeah.
that. Yeah. So thanks for sharing, Anton. Like that's really insightful. I'm so amazed at what you do. I'm actually proud of you and Chris Marie. You know, you
Uh,
guys are CDA students. We're all CDA students,
yeah,
but to see the younger batches strive, that you know, you itayo niyo yung bandera. Tama ba yung pagkasabi ko? Itayo niyo yung
yeah,
bandera.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So keep doing what you're doing.
Hmm.
Amazing, amazing, Anton. Thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
sharing.
Thank you.
So there you go, guys. I've interviewed all of my four guests for today. Actually, let's get them back on screen. May we call on Jermaine, Lyle, Chris Marie, and Anton. Where are they? There we go.
Wala.
There's everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
We're
And
back.
it's sad that we're not together, but hopefully one day after the ECQ, we'll all get together and meet personally. For sure, we have a lot to talk about. Why don't we read some comments?
Hmm.
There are a few. Okay. For
Oh,
Anton,
Wow.
what
Wow.
hi.
in different government agencies? Okay, what do you teach in the different government agencies?
Yeah. So, like I said earlier, we're teaching a tool called regulatory impact assessment. So, this is a very new tool. It only became required last 2018 when Republic Act 11032 got signed into a law. So, we're teaching government agencies how to use this tool, and it employs a lot of sort of science, it's a systematic process. So, there are steps involved, sort of how to identify a problem, how to think outside of the box when it comes to coming up with policy alternatives. So it's really about making regulations not redundant, or it doesn't cause undue regulatory burden to the public. And its ultimate aim is to improve the regulatory environment in the Philippines, because as you know, there are a lot of regulations right now that
Yes.
aren't that doesn't seem to make sense, or if it does make sense, it's in conflict with another regulation. So we are trying to sort of um, improve that environment and sort of clean slate, make sure that everything is working, that the government really strives for one goal and one purpose. So
Hmm.
it's a long module. It takes about
Yeah.
like a total of 8 days for us to go through an entire course.
Eight
Yeah,
days. That's a lot.
but those are divided into small chunks, so
Yeah, of
so
course.
that's much easier to absorb.
Okay, 8 days. Tita Menchi, this is Jermaine's mom.
Shout out to mother.
Jermaine
Hi,
and our Tita
mommy.
Menchi. Thank
I
you
miss
so much,
you.
Mom. Maybe we can take a few more comments. Probably like two more. Yes, so proud
Yes.
of you, girl. Via. Friend din namin yan, actually.
Girl power. Joke.
Okay, maybe one more comment. One more comment. Staff of Sulyap sa
Uh,
Pahias are watching too. Do you guys?
um, that's my uh that's our hotel back in the province. So
Oh,
Mm.
what?
Wow.
Hello.
Wow.
Wow.
Hi.
so when
Hello.
you go to Lokban, Quezon Province, you should go stop by.
Got it.
Nice.
Okay. Lukban, right?
Yes, Lokban, yeah.
Okay. Lukban, everybody. Nice to see different youth. Thank you. Who are active in our government. Yes, that's why I invited these four because I wanted to get for you guys, for the viewers, to know what it's like working in the government. You know, and maybe, just maybe, some of our viewers are thinking about entering the political
Politics.
sector. Here you go. For me, if you have the heart, if you have the passion to serve, then why not, diba? So before we go, maybe our guests have like last few words. Maybe may pa shout out kayo dyan. Maybe we could start with Jermaine.
We can shout
Last
out
words for our
talaga.
viewers slash shout out.
So
Jermaine.
Say first, say
Ako talaga
first.
mauuna. Nape-pressure talaga. Yung pressure laging on me eh. Bakit ganon? I think I will just echo what attorney Lyle ba? Lyle
Yes.
said earlier. Apart from the fact that, you know, when you have the passion and the heart for service, you should also, and apart from saying na parang you should also be accountable and be responsible and be transparent with your constituents and all that, you also have to keep your feet on the ground, because at the end of the day, every day is a learning experience. Like, you will encounter a lot of people, a lot of situations and circumstances that would make you feel like hindi pa rin pala talaga. Parang you would also feel like, do I really deserve this position? So just treat every day as a learning experience, and at the same time, make use of it for you to be a better leader and a better person. And always stick to your principles, to whatever you believe in, because at the end of the day, it's you who make your own image and your own influence to other people. Kasi, syempre, if people see you do something wrong, wala na yan, forever etched na yan sa utak nila. Like, one mistake, especially like what Attorney Lyle said, when you're in the front lines talaga, you're so exposed to all of these things na parang konting mali mo lang, batikos na agad eh. Alam mo yun? Konting mali lang ng pagkasabi mo, batikos na agad. So, you also have to be careful.
Yes.
You also have to be careful. And I just want to wish everyone there in the Philippines to please stay safe and please stay healthy. Sa mga nanay, tatay, aunties, uncles, mga lolo-lola natin dyan, wag po tayo magpasaway at mag-stay po muna tayo sa ating mga houses para po hindi tayo mahawaan ng sakit. And I would like to, may pa-shout out. I would like to greet my family, my friends over there. Hi, Philippines. And the barangay. Wow, the barangay. And who else? Who else are watching me? Sa lahat na nagmamahal po sa akin.
Just for the viewers pala din, si Jarmin right now is in Belgium. She just finished a course.
A course under the Masters in International Law.
Diba?
In one of the universities. It's really a fun course because it's a course about sustainable development and global justice. Oh, wow.
Yes.
So I'm so excited to go back to the Philippines and share my knowledge to the youth, para we can create more difference, not just in the Philippines but also the world.
Yes.
World domination.
Thank you so much, Jarmaine. Salvador. How about Lyle?
Yeah,
and
hi.
And
Shoutouts?
parang madami ata. Okay lang.
Isa lang, shoutouts to my sisters, si Yara, si Yuri. Hello,
Hi,
hi.
Hi din. Miss ko na
May
kayo.
brothers na, wag na sila. Okay na yung mga
Grabe naman yung brothers. Uy, mention mo naman yung mga brothers mo.
Dami ko kasing kapatid.
Yan na nga.
Anyway, in addition to being humble, parting shot na, no? Parting shot.
Yes.
In addition to being humble, another problem the youth might experience is parang masyado tayong excited to change the world. We were too excited. Why do we have these structures that, continue oppression, continue inequality, and stuff like that? Very important. Ito, turo lang din ng matatanda sa atin. Stay patient. Change will take time. Roll with the punches. It's gonna get ugly. It is ugly, and sometimes it does get uglier. But we just have to. There's nothing else we can do about it. That's the system we have right now. Is it good? Of course not. Can it be better? Definitely yes. We just have to take it one step at a time.
Yeah. Thank you for that, Lyle. Attorney Lyle. Sabihin ko ng attorney.
Attorney Lyle.
Nakalimutan pala i-shout out si Jarmaine. Shout out.
Yes, sorry, nakalimutan ko. Sige, isa-isahin ko na. My family, mommy, ninang, tita, yung mga tao sa house ko, Ate Jane, wow. Kuya in Poland, what's up? Malyari Bacobo, Gomez family, Manalang family, Mama, Sexy, hello, ang dami talaga. Papa Pogi, hello. Who else? Lahat na kayo dyan, hello. O, diba? Pero
Okay.
wala akong nakalimutan. May
Daming,
nakalimutan ako, sorry.
dami mong fans, Jarmaine. But
Grabe, hindi naman.
sa mga friends and family po ni Jarmaine, shout out dyan.
Yes.
Alright, how about Chris Marie Balbido? Last word, shout out.
Okay. So, for the ano na lang, so if you want to work sa government, be patient. Lalo na if government agencies you're dealing with, mga DTI, POEA, DOLE, you have to be patient kasi medyo matagal yung process para makapasok ka sa isang government agency. So you have to be patient and kailangan ready ka sa interview. You have to research everything about dun sa agency na gusto mong pasukan. So it's not easy, but it's definitely worth it if you really want it. So yeah, yun yung steps ko if you really want to work with us sa government
Yes, with us.
agencies. Yeah, with us.
May hiring ba daw ang POEA?
Yes! Apply na yun.
Meron sa ano namin, sa division namin, sa airport. So if gusto nyong pumasok sa POEA tapos sa airport, hit me up.
Oh, there you go, Chris Marie Balbido on Facebook.
Hit me up. Pero after ECQ, yes. After ECQ.
Okay. Yes. Oo nga naman after ECQ.
Yeah, after ECQ. So,
Thank you so much.
yeah. Shout out, wait.
Oh, yan. Oh, may mga
So,
shout
hello sa mga workmates ko, yung mga naka-duty ngayon sa airport. Hello, guys. Sana okay pa kayo dyan. And also my workmates. Hi, boss. Thanks for saying yes. Salamat sa pinayagan mo ako. Thank you, boss.
Po. Thank you. Thank you din po ako. Thank you for allowing Chris Marie to be on the show.
Thanks, boss.
Dami kong natutunan.
And also, sa mga friends ko, hello, sa mga friends ko si Benil. And also, Alarilia, I know she's watching. So, hello.
Ambassador!
Yeah, she's watching.
Shout out to Ambassador Erlyn Alarilia. Prof ko din yan. Hi po! How are you?
Hello rin po, kahit di ko kayo prof.
She messaged me kahapon saying, oh, you're going to be on radio pala. I'm gonna watch. So, hello po.
Miss ko na po kayo, Ambassador. Sana nakita niyo po kami.
Ayun, that's it. So, hello. Thanks po.
Thank you so much, Chris Marie. And of course, final words and shout out from Anton Balde.
I think I'm really appreciate again your program for giving the youth this platform to really sort of inspire other young people to do the things we do, or maybe even do better things than what we do. And I also really encourage other young people to really enter into the public sector, because you really can be the change that you want to see. As much as I hate that cliche line, it's true, right? We really give that breath of fresh air into the system, and we really have that transformative power to slowly, bit by bit, change things for the better, and and also, just be really patient and work hard. You will encounter a lot of setbacks, a lot of sort of disappointments, but sort of the universe will work itself out later down the road,
Yeah.
And I just like to say hi to the people in the office. Actually, the Anti-Red Tape Authority shared the link to this interview.
Wow.
So yes, so we're on our official Facebook page right there. So everyone say hi to all of the government agencies watching.
Hi!
Hi to all of the government
Now
agencies
it's Anton
watching.
to be on my
Mabuhay.
show.
Hello.
Hello.
I think my family is watching. Well, I hope they're watching. And all my friends as well. I think they're watching. And also Ambassador Alarilia. She shared. She's very supportive. Hello, Ambassador. Thank you so much for supporting us. And yeah, there's a lot more things in store for the young people like us.
Yes. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining the show. I hope the viewers learned a lot today. So thank you guys. I hope you guys stay safe. Take care. All right. Thank you so much.
Noe. Thank you, B81.
Take care also.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. So there you go. You have 4 young professionals. They they're very inspiring. I mean, even me, I'm lost for words. You have someone who's just 21 years old and she already worked for what the army, and then now POEA, and you have also Anton, teaching what older people, sorry, teaching more mature people, and he's only 22. So I hope my viewers, you learned something today and you took their words to heart. I mean, if you want to enter the public sector, by all means go. As cliche as it sounds, we are the future, yung kabataan talaga. So before I go, I have shout outs also, actually. First of all, for my Ancheta cousins. Yes, the kahapon pa sila nagpapa-shout out sa akin. So, hi cousins. This is the Ancheta side, my mom's side. I hope you guys are okay. Pati na po din yung mga titos and titas ko on the Ancheta side. If you're watching, hello. And again, I hope you guys are safe. I also have one special request. Shout out to the son of Tawi-Tawi Provincial Board member Sabudin. His son just passed the board, so congratulations for passing the bar, Attorney Hassanal Abdurrahim. Congratulations po. Again, itayo po ang bandera. Maybe also there are a few comments. Shout out din po kay DJ Robbie. Hi, DJ Robbie. Ayan, there we go. DJ Robbie, hello po. Thank you for watching. There are other comments here from Lara Ackerman. Anton and everyone else is a true inspiration, not only for their friends and family, but for everyone else. Yes, agree with that. Thank you, Lara, also for watching. I have also Milada Valde. For Anton Miguel Valde, it's good that at your age you can share to different agencies the improvised system that our government will do. Yes, galing po ni Anton. Actually, everyone that was on this show. Francesca Mison, glad to know the youth is gaining a voice and creating a strong impact. Very inspirational for all of us, sending support all the way from Alberta, Canada. All right, guys. Again, thank you so much. Ay, Tita Menchi, congratulations. Thank you so much po, Tita. I hope to see you soon. I hope to see everyone soon. Again, stay safe, and again, I forgot before I go. Making a Difference is on Facebook. We have a Facebook page already. Yes, like us and just stay tuned. We'll be more active there. And also don't forget to like V81 Radio. We have more shows lined up for today. We have one at 6 p.m. and then another one at 9 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. So if you want to watch more shows, check out V81 Radio. Again, guys, stay safe. Thank you so much. And I hope to see you all next week. Bye.
The program for the millennials that will showcase young professionals' worth, aspirations, and successes in doing what they believe is right, progressive, and inclusive. Making a difference. Making a difference. Join them as they discover the path to self and societal fulfillment while making a difference. Hosted by empowered and cool millennial Erica Mizon. Together with her cool millennials, they will be making a difference. Every Saturday, 3 p.m. Philippine time. Only here on V81 Radio. South Manila. Tunog Pinoy, Tatak Pinoy, the future of radio. This is your all hits, all Pinoy internet radio station. This is V81 Radio Worldwide.
Ito ang paborito ng bawat Pilipino. Basta all hits, all Pinoy, panalo. Merong kwentong iyakan at tawanan.